In this video, we're going to tie the EP Tarpon Streamer. First thing we're going to do is we're going to start with a little bit of flash. And for this, we're going to use just a hint of sparkle from a sparkle dub brush. We're going to tie the material in just at the back of the shank here. You got to be careful not to use too much flash on this fly. It's meant to be tied very sparse with flash. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to tie in the tail, which is going to be made of some purple EP fibers. We're going to tie these fibers in so they completely engulf the shank of the hook. They go all the way around it. And the idea here is to kind of get even coverage. You can kind of pull out some of the fibers so they lay even around the bend. Then we're going to take those fibers that stick off the front and we're just going to push them back, kind of up over themselves. Again, you'll want to work it around the bend of the hook. And then we'll lay down a couple more wraps. And again, if you need to work some of the fibers around the bend, you can do that. Then we're ready to tie in the collar. And for the collar, we're just going to use some black EP fibers. And this time I'm going to use shorter little sections, little 2-inch sections. And same thing, we're going to completely engulf the shank of the hook. And then we'll push that fiber back up onto itself. Very similar to stacking deer hair. And just to finish the fly off, I'll do the same thing once more with a little bit sparser clump. And I'll build up just a little bit of a thread dam or a wedge right in front of those fibers. And you can see there I did leave some bare hook shank. That is how we want our tarpon streamer to be tied. And the last thing we're going to do here is we're just going to kind of spread out all these fibers, stand them all up, get them all to blend together. You can use a brush for this if you like. I usually just kind of do it with my hands, just work it all the way around the shank. Make sure you got nice even coverage and everything's blended together. Then we're ready to trim it. And we're going to trim this fly kind of on all 4 dimensions of it. We're going to trim it on the top, also the bottom, and then also the 2 sides as well. And once we're finished, we're going to end up with a fly. It looks something like that. Just kind of has that bait fishy type of taper, the black kind of blending into the purple. And the next thing to do is to add some eyes. I like to use the fish skull eyes, living eyes, but you can use just plain eyes or doll eyes, whatever you like the looks of. And to apply them, I use a little bit of Zap A Gap. I like to use the brush-on type. I apply a generous amount of Zap A Gap to where I'm going to be placing my eye. And I just take the eye, slide it into place, and to secure it, I just push down really firmly, and that'll secure it kind of into the fibers. Really push down and squeeze. The idea is to kind of get it to bond to the inside portion of the fibers. If you need to add a little more, sometimes I can just lift up the eye on one side, get in there with a little more glue, and secure it into place. Now you're going to want to do the same thing on the other side. I just kind of eyeball it, line it up, and before you mash down your eye, you want to make sure that it lines up on the front and on the top. Once you're confident that you have them aligned, you can take them and squeeze them both together. And a lot of times what will happen is once you squeeze those eyes together, you'll change the profile of your fly just a little bit. Squeezing those eyes together will kind of stand that profile up. So what you can do is do a final trimming. There we go. Then you'll end up with the final profile of your fly. Pretty easy tarpon fly to tie. It's not too hard. Very, very durable as well. This is probably the more popular color, black and purple, but it can also be tied in black and red. That's also another real popular color. But the black and purple is one of my favorites. And just to finish off the fly and kind of add more durability, I usually add a little bit of Zap A Gap to those front thread wraps. That'll lock them into place and really protect that fly. And that's all there is to the EP Tarpon Streamer. You can find all the materials to tie the fly on our website, intheriffle.com.